Naki Jingdih Pluh ding ke kha bat ke Jingdih ki kam Sniew ki bapens airmen siem ya ki nong shnong ka jela haka arpau tari ulaber arajar pusan uba Vivek's aim IPS Superintendent of Police ke East Khasiels District ulapen pau ya ke Jingsokhia ba ula kentu ki pat ba bikin ai jing pentip sya ki bor pulet da ka ba phone out number iwei ar lada don kom kite ki Jingdih Habakran sekilat pathai kubor uba Vivek's aim ulaong baka Jingdih Pluh ding bonsen ka ja ka day na ka jingle kelet ki brio ki bala pandai na ki badi duma ne Sikret bat kini ki jiaro wat haki pormet ki bawanra shibon ki jing Hakabia daypat bat ka Jingdih ki kam Sniew bat ki jingle klamakor ki nongnya arsaka ki ba pendan kam drugs bat ki weipat ki kam Sniew ulaong ba ki bor pulet ki la penlong ya ka jing pahara met ban te lakam ya ka jingle klamakor ki brio ki ba penthot ya ka lang sa lang.
With regard to the rampant forest fires, in fact, we're having forest fires at night also. District Police is on a state of alert. Fire emergency service also is pressed into service. In fact, they've really been stretched. And there's been a lot of coordination with the respective shnongs and all that, because they're the first informants. We are also urging the shnongs that parking on the roadside is not present. Vehicles don't park on the roadside because that will hinder movement. We have been successful. In fact, sometimes we have to use harsh measures of clamping vehicles also because of overnight parking. But by working with the localities, it has materialized that people have actually removed vehicles at night. We have many forest fires, especially in the suburban areas. Last night we had in Meghalaya, and New Shillong has been also really affected. The forest in Mauro also has big fires which has affected the areas around. So we just want people to be in a state of caution now because it's a dry season and windy season also. We have urged officers to have extinguishers, especially old structures and all that, which are Assam types and all that, to have extinguishers. We also urge people, the public, to use the number 112. In case of any emergency situation, please call the number 112. The first responder be from the vehicle of the 112, or be if it pertains to fire, then the 112 control room only will inform the fire service to come to that place. Just give the location of that place, be precise, the landmark, and the fire service will be there. The closest fire tender will come to that location. Sometimes it can be nature also. But most times it is because of human negligence or carelessness. People may even throw a cigarette butt in a certain place and forest fires can happen, or people don't douse off a fire properly. So that kind of negligence can lead to big fires and all that. So we urge the public, they should be careful this time because a bit of carelessness can be disastrous. Yes, we've intensified our patrolling, especially traffic and the SOT, the tactical teams are checking on two-wheelers every night. Number one, because of bike thefts, rampant bike thefts. Number two, because of drunken driving. We don't want to have fatalities because of rash driving. And yes, we don't want nuisance and noise to be there in localities. There are a lot of young people sometimes who use modified silencers, which can be disturbing, especially for the very young and for the very old.
Actually, I was referring to
the
drugs.
Then regarding you're talking about the drug scenario. Yes, there have been major catches before in the preceding months, and that has brought the demand for drugs even more. The cost of drugs is higher. Now that we have a specialized ANTF, which is full time into it, we are hoping to have more successes. Yes, the problem persists of small time peddlers, small time users, and the crime against property is still persisting. It is a problem which needs concerted effort from the community, from all stakeholders, because In fact, under the Dream program, where we also are partners in it, we've had several discussions with the localities. On Saturday we will be having with the Seng Samlas, and on Monday we will have a short training for the VDPs. We are encouraging more VDPs to be formed to help us fight this drug menace. At the same time, for the VDPs to understand, to have empathy and sensitivity towards drug users, look at them as patients. At the same time, be vigilant about drug suppliers. We also, in this program of collaboration with the community and with the VDP, we want them to understand, because we need partners to be part of the process of the NDPS statute. Unless you are good witnesses, unless you help us in our raids and seizures, the case will fall flat. So understanding the whole process under the NDPS Act is very, very important. It will also raise the level of awareness and the knowledge, especially during the period of trial. So a good interposition during trial will help us get conviction. No, there are many places where it's not that police is not patrolling these places and all that, but it's not possible for police to be in every area. And drug users also they will look for a place where the police presence is not there. So as far as possible, as responsible citizens, you find that you please call up 112. In fact, a lot of the public really call us in 112 and inform us. It is nuisance and headache for everybody when drug users are there, because number one is the quantity seized from them, or they may have consumed, there's no quantity at all, and they need treatment or rehabilitation, which costs money also. So there's a big problem of actually handling users, because once you bring them, then they have withdrawal syndrome, with the withdrawal sickness and all that. Okay, so all that issue is there, but we discourage users to be in public places, but that is just addressing the symptom. We need to have a more systematic way of handling this whole thing, of actually getting them out of the street and getting treatment.
Habatin, pej bahaki kashab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataye kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau khau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashab plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka iron la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam khta ai ka dur jingki mar bam ka jing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki balehi banai kita kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan ka kot ka khia ka nutrition ba kham bha ka jing im ba kham bha pendon kam daki mar bam modon ka sharp plus F menta ka sngi
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.